Hi, so I'm here with Abdul, and he's been doing some keynotes and workshops for us. Do you want to tell us a bit more about the keynote, who you've come with, and what you were talking about?
Of course. So I've been kind of speaking to people about the Olive Tree School, which is a school that I founded in the UK. We're a school that has a foundation based on technology, but we're doing some very innovative things in terms of teaching and learning. So we've reduced teachers marking in exercise books, and we've moved to a voice feedback kind of element so parents can hear. And I think what we've been really interested in is how technology can allow us to do things that we just couldn't do in the past. So very much avoiding that substitutional approach where we just used to write in books, but now, we've got an iPad, so I'll just type in an iPad, to something that kind of delivers a lot more, allows children to learn in a better way, reduces workload for teachers, but kind of amplifies their abilities to kind of give a really good learning experience and so on. So yeah, that's really kind of what my keynote was about, but then also kind of weaving into the aspects of leadership, because how do you as a school leader make sure that there's consistency of approach across the school? What kinds of things are you removing from a school, because you can't just keep adding things on and not taking things away. So we've had some really interesting conversations over the last few days. I'm here with MDS at the moment, and we've had a lot of people coming to the stand looking at how we make that happen, how we make it impactful, so there's kind of return on investment, not just financially, but from an academic perspective as well.
And we've been hearing a lot from some of our speakers about the integration of technology and how that helps to personalize the learning experience. Is that something you found as well?
Very much. Giving a device to each child means that that they can access that learning, not just access kind of the internet and so on, but access the learning content. I quite often describe iPads and technology like taps. You can turn them on and you expect water to come out, but the reality is your plumbing's got to be in place. So where schools have kind of really figured out the plumbing and what that looks like, what does teaching look like in an environment where every student has a device, what does the learning and feedback and assessment look like, what we're seeing in those sort of environments is a lot of success, and it automatically becomes very, very personalized, because people, the students kind of feel that they can go at their own speed, they can revisit something that they saw 6 months ago, and that really is very much down to giving students access.
And I think a lot of it as well, some of the other things you've been hearing about is sort of real life learning and how technology can help that and improve the students' learning experience.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've been a big believer of investing in mobile devices rather than portable devices. I think they're two very different things. So even if I give a portable device and a laptop type device to students or teachers in my school, I'm kind of limiting functionality, because those things don't develop, new apps don't come out for those sorts of devices every week. But on a mobile device, like an iPad, there's new tools coming out all the time. Plus, we can go out and explore the real world. You can take pictures and videos and edit and, include things like augmented reality and things like that as well. And what we've seen is schools that have invested in mobile kind of environments, they've been able to innovate, they've been able to make use of new tools that are coming out almost on a monthly basis. And that kind of change element is something that school leaders really need to consider. That change is the norm.
And what would you hope would be the bright idea or learning that teachers could take away from some of your sessions, the most important thing you'd like them to take away?
I think the thing that I'd like them to take away is, the idea of building on consistency. Consistency is very hard to build in schools. You'll get pockets of good practice here and there, but to build a consistent approach, that's quite difficult. It requires, looking at the plumbing. It requires looking at transparency and relationship. It requires looking at the types of devices and tools that we're using as well, and ultimately it's down to leadership and having a coherent vision that flows through the organization.
Great. And what have you enjoyed most about GESS Dubai?
I think meeting the diverse kind of a range of educators and organizations that you have here. I've met people from China and Germany and India and Pakistan and places like that. It's kind of so diverse. It's a real mix of people with different contexts and different challenges. So kind of listening to that and talking to people from these different cultures and backgrounds has been quite fascinating.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.